Well, good morning. I'm Jagender Rana. The product for the discussion today is Bancassurance. Bancassurance. The insurance not being an off-the-shelf product and one which requiring personal counseling and persuasion. Distribution posed a major challenge for the insurance companies. Further, insurable population of over 1 billion spread all over the country has made the traditional channels of the insurance companies costlier. Also, due to heavy competition, insurers do not enjoy the flexibility of incurring heavy distribution expenses and passing them to the customer in the form of high prices. Thus, the companies are forced to come up with innovative techniques to market their products and services. At this juncture, banking sector with its far and wide reach was thought of as a potential distribution channel useful for the insurance companies. Thus, banks have emerged as potential winners in the lookout for effective channel by insurers. This union of the two sectors is what is known as bancassurance. So, bancassurance is the distribution of insurance products through the bank's distribution channel. It's a phenomenon wherein insurance products are offered through the distribution channels of the banking services along with a complete range of banking and investment products and services. So to it simple put it simply, Bancassurance tries to exploit synergies between both the insurance companies and the banks. Now, the advantages of banks are that the productivity of the employees increases. Free-based selling helps to enhance the levels of staff productivity in banks. This is vitally important to bring higher motivation levels in banks in India. So, by providing customers with both the services under one roof, they can improve overall customer satisfaction, resulting in higher customer retention levels. The increase in return on assets due to additional fee income through the sale of insurance products. This income is purely risk-free for the bank, since the bank simply plays the role of an intermediary for sourcing business to the insurance company. Now, banks can leverage on face-to-face contact as are aware about the financial conditions of customers to sell insurance products. Now, banks can cross-sell insurance products, for example, term insurance products with loans. The banks can focus on underserved customer segments. Distribution costs for banks are a great deal lower than that for insurance companies. Now, advantages of insurers are that the insurers can exploit the bank's wide network of branches for distribution of products. The penetration of banks' branches into the rural areas can be utilized to sell products in those areas. Customers' database like customers' financial spending habits, investment and purchase capability can be used to customize products and sell accordingly. So, since banks have already established a relationship with customers, conversion ratio of leads to sale is likely to be high. Further, service aspect can also be tackled easily. Just hold on.
तापमान ज़्यादा पड़ा हुआ
है?
तापमान ज़्यादा पड़ा हुआ
हाँ,
थोड़ी सी नींद पूरी कर लो।
आराम से। So basically, the issues to be tackled is given the roles and diverse skills brought by the banks and insurers. To a bancassurance tie-up, it is expected that the road to a successful alliance would not be an easy task. So some of the issues that are to be addressed are the TAPs need to develop innovative products and services rather than depend on the traditional methods.
अंकल आप एलएलबी हो ना?
The kind of products the banks would be allowed to sell are another major issue. For instance, a complex unit-linked life insurance product is better sold through bankers and agents, while a standard term product or simple products like auto insurance, home loan, and accident insurance cover can be handled by bank branches. Now, there needs to be clarity on the operational activities of the bank assurance, that is, who will be the branding, who will do the branding. Will the insurance company prefer to place a person at the bank branch, or will the bank branch train and put up one of its people, a remuneration of these people? So even though the banks are in personal contact with their clients, a high degree of proactive marketing and skill is required to sell the insurance products. So with customer awareness level increasing, they are demanding greater inconvenience, or rather greater convenience in financial services. This can be addressed through proper training. So banks personnel may become resistant to sell insurance products, since they might think they would become redundant if savings were diverted from banks to their insurance subsidies. This reluctance has to be removed. The emergence of remote distribution channels such as the PC banking and internet banking should not hamper the distribution of insurance products through banks. Experts from both industries will have to be hired and a research team developed that will bring together the strengths of both banking reach and insurance knowledge. And then banks and insurance companies together need to develop new startings of distribution, underwriting, administration, policy issues, and delivery, premium collection, and customer service strategies. The technology must be combined with the fundamental knowledge of insurance to develop processes unique to the banking environment. While banking is a short-term business, life insurance is a long-term relationship with the clients. The insurers and banks have to understand and appreciate each other's perspective and work together to make a success of the business of selling insurance. Now the operational details are to be worked out and the bank's staffs are to be trained adequately to ensure a coordinated action at the field level. It is not enough that there is commitment to the model at the higher management level, it should percolate to the lower levels also. So bancassurance requires an integrated approach comprising good marketing strategies, effective use of the internet, and good customer relationship. For effective collaboration, insurance companies and banks have to exploit the full potential of the expertise available in the respective fields. So banks that undertake insurance have to formulate policies that offer attractive incentives packages to those working in the insurance subsidies without affecting their banking staff. No place for riches because normally a bancassurance type is for 3 or 5 years. Given this situation, the bank should have a long-term perspective while entering into a bancassurance. So they should realize that the insurance is a long-term contract where the customer has purchased the policy in pursuance of the banking relationship. So for all the service aspects, the customer relies on the bank more than the insurance companies. The bank should understand that bank insurance deals offer them an opportunity to develop customer loyalty for a long term, whether insurance and pension products have longer life than their own banking products. So as far as the bancassurance in India is concerned, there could be a SWOT analysis. SWOT will refer to the strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities and threats. So the evolution of bancassurance as a concept of and its practical implementation and various parts of the world have thrown up a number of opportunities and challenges. So as far as strength is concerned, in a country of 1 billion people, there is a huge potential market for the life insurance products. In India, the penetration for the insurance sector in the rural and semi-urban areas is low. And the weaknesses, there is a lack of networking among bank branches in spite of the growing emphasis on total branch mechanization. The full computerization of bank branches, the rural and semi-urban banks have still to see the information technology as an enabler. The complete integration of branch network involves the huge investment as creating IT and communication infrastructures. As far as opportunities are concerned, banks have a huge customer database which has to be properly leveraged. Target segments should be identified and tapped. Banks have a huge network across the country. Wide distribution network of banks provide a great opportunity to sell insurance products to banks. Another potential area of the growth of bancassurance is exploiting the corporate customers and tying up for insurance of the employees of corporate clients. Banks are the key pillars of India's financial system. The public have immense faith in banks. There is a considerable opportunity in bancassurance in India as banks are trusted, have good access to the clients, and have already involved in the short-term financial planning and their customers. So banks are currently more acceptable than insurance companies. So the bank manager would intend to further develop the trust bestowed on him by offering the right kind of insurance solutions. And then bank insurance in India has the potential to be a large contributor to life insurance business as the reach of public sector and corporate banks in India is very deep and wide. As far as threats are concerned, the success in bank insurance venture requires a change in mindset. Though we have a large talent pool, the inability to sell complex insurance products on the part of the bank professionals and their reluctance to learn can be a severe setback. There has to be a change in the banking or in the thinking, approach, and work culture. Augmenting of revenue seems to be a major attraction for banks to sell insurance products in view of the sharp decline in margins in the core lending business. There is ample scope to exploit the underserved rural and social sector through the existing distribution network of the banks. So at the same time, there is a need for banks to be sensitive to customer preference, the growing competition to sell insurance products due to the entry of many new players and in their fund enthusiasm. So finally, success of the bank insurance would mostly depend on how well insurers and banks understand each other's business and seize the opportunity presented, weeding out differences that are likely to crop up. But they need a win-win situation for all the parties involved, the customers, the insurance companies, and the banks. So the benefits of such a channel clearly states that it is best suited for distributing insurance products in India. The rural and semi-urban areas have till date remained unscathed from the distribution channel. The penetration level of the insurance in the India market is abysmally low, that is 3.4 only. As far as the general insurance sector is concerned, it is only 1%. So with almost half of the population likely to be in the wage earner bracket, there is every reason to be optimistic that bank insurance in India will play a long inning. So a cordial banker-customer relationship that has developed over the years would turn hostile if due to ignorance or oversight. The full implications of an insurance policies are not fully explained by the bankers or understood by the customers. There is therefore need for great caution in selecting the product for sale through this medium. In addition, those in charge of sale should be trained adequately to avoid any miscommunication. Thank you very much.